So this is my question and answer video with me and Luna, who's trying to eat my food. That's why she's here. So Hannah asked me why I love Liberty. Well, when I first started watching it, I don't know, I watched it kind of backwards. Because when Degrassi started, I was really young. So I just saw it like reruns. Kind of. Because I started just before season 6, I think. I don't know. But she was like, I think her character was the first character I ever saw, and I just kind of really liked her. I don't know. I know she was like that annoying kid that everyone didn't like, and she's just really high strung, and I know she's annoying, but I don't know, there's just something there that I really liked. And if you look through all the things Liberty went through, like, she didn't really have any friends, because Emma and Nanny were closer than they were with her. And Emma was a total bitch to her a lot. And, like, if she did something wrong, everyone kind of backlashed at her, but, like, she was so perfect mostly all the time. Like, yeah, her and Damien kissed, but, like, as they said, like, no one ever cuts her any slack. And she goes through, like, all these things, like her postpartum depression and getting her baby and losing JT. And she's just, like, the strongest character on the show. Like, she keeps going on through everything. And she never really has a moment where she just kind of breaks down. It's crazy. Like everyone on the show. And everyone doesn't like her, but I do. She's my queen. I look up to Liberty a lot. She's just so inspirational. I was asked about how I feel about One Tree Hill being over, and I'm really sad. I cried during the finale. I cried actually during a lot of the episodes. In Danny Boy, which is in season 9, when Dan's death. Spoiler if you haven't watched it yet. And Keith comes back at the end. Oh my god, I screamed. But One Tree Hill, I watched it backwards too. I watched a lot of shows backwards. My sister watched it at a friend's house, and she got the 4th season for Christmas. So I watched that, and I actually really liked it. So then after that time, we watched it pretty recently, and then then they started season 5. So wait, no, it wasn't like that. Well, it kind of was. Season 5 came on. No, so after we watched season 4, Much Music had the One Tree Hill summer event where they showed all the seasons. So I started to do that. Watched it, but I missed a few. But I basically got the whole gist of the show, and I just loved it so much. I really bonded with Brooke as a character. Like, I know she wasn't that. She really grew, and I really saw, like, in season 1, she wasn't really that likable, but I don't know. She just grew. She was one character that grew up so much. I liked all the characters, really. And all of the relationships, really, except for Chase and Alex, but that's it. But yeah, then I watched season 5, and then I was really into it in season 6, and I thought season 6 was supposed to be the end, but then season 7 came, and so I watched that. I didn't like it as much because you could really tell, like, the big, like, gap between Lucas not being there, because he was the really, like, the big point in the show. But I still like those seasons too, season 7 and season 8. They're really good. I loved Chase and Chuck and their bromance in season 8 and 9. It was cute. I never really warmed up to Alex. I don't know. She's the one character I never really warmed up to. Maybe if, like, she was on in the earlier times, I would have seen her grow more. But she's only on for like 2 or so seasons, and so I never really liked her that much. But yeah, and lately I got all the seasons of One Tree Hill now because I've been going out to buy them, and I've watched it season 2-ish, 3-ish over again, and I did like Brucus a lot. If I kind of like, I understood the whole Lucas and Peyton thing, but going back, I love him so much more right now. We're vlogging a lot of Brucus. I really like them. Like, I like Lucas and Peyton too, but it's just like Peyton and Jake were also one of my really, really favorites. I love them so much, and I was so sad when Jake never came back. I really want to know what happened to him. I'm kind of rambling, but yeah. And also about my love for Casey and Claire. I don't know. As my URL is Claire's, thanks to Aaron, but I watched Casey and Claire from the beginning, actually. Like, I didn't watch Degrassi really after much after JT died, like, because then CTV made the change from Degrassi being on CTV at 7:30. They moved it to Much Music. So no, they still had it, and season 8 was on CTV. So I watched it there after the news, and I got really excited because, like, the kids coming in were my age, and I really connected to Claire because she was like that shy kid who wanted to do good in school, wasn't really into boys and all that stuff, and she kind of felt in her sister's shadow. I am the oldest, so my sister is like very like outgoing and smart, has a lot of friends and stuff, so I don't know, sometimes that gets intimidating, but I just really connected with her. She is like that one character, because I never really connected to as characters as much as I connected to Claire. Like there was Liberty, but I didn't connect much to her personally. I just loved her character. And she met Casey, and I just thought it was the cutest thing ever. So yeah, and I was rooting for them the whole season. They finally got together. I was so happy. I was jumping up and down. I watched it with my mom. And then I didn't really see promos that much because CTV doesn't really do promos for Degrassi that often because it's CTV, so it has all these other shows. And I didn't know about the internet that much at that time, so I wasn't on anything at that time. I was like in grade 7. Anyway, so and then I watched a bit of season 9. Well, I watched it, but I didn't watch it like as religiously because I was like into other things at that time. I was really into crime shows and everything. And then they moved Degrassi onto Much Music, and then Winter Hill came out at the same time, so I obviously watched Winter Hill because it was really good. And so yeah, then I watched the whole Heart Like Mine thing, and I got really pissed off, and I recall going screaming and turning the TV off. I wasn't very happy. But I think that not everyone's saying that like they weren't good for each other, blah blah blah, but I think like Casey and Claire could really their characters now could be really good together, because if you think everything they went through when they first dating, they were like, you know, 14, 15, they were really like sure of anything. They were still like teenagers, still like Claire's really naive and Casey didn't really know what he wanted. But I think now after they've grown up so much, because you've seen how much Casey's grown and Claire too, with everything she's gone through, that if they got back together or like reconnected again and then tried getting back together, I think they could be really, really good together. That's my 2 cents. Isn't it when I say senior year reunion? And then I guess I'll talk about other couples I ship. For Skins, I ship, you know, Cassie and Sid. I don't think Cassie deserves better than him, but I really like them together. And then, you know, Chris and Joe, Michelle and Tony, you know, all that. I don't actually ship anyone on the second generation, which I'm on right now, because I hate everyone. Except I ship Pandora and Thomas. Okay, that's it. And Harry Potter, it's like mostly the canon couples, except for, I don't know if Luna and Neville is considered canon because it was only the movie, but whatever. Because for Harry Potter, I wasn't in the fandom with all the corrections and everything. I was a little kid. It's probably a good thing too, because everyone ships like crazy things right now. Kind of freaks me out. So yeah, I don't know what any other fandoms I'm really. There's Degrassi. There's like my main 3 ships are Claire, Gibberty, and Crash. I know. It's like, Gibberty's a pretty big one, but Claire and Crash, it's like, but I just really like them together. I don't know what else I'm in. Oh, One Tree Hill, I like Brucus. I like really anyone, really. Neely's like the big one. And Brucus, Layton, you know, I like really all of them, except for Alex and Chase. Didn't like them. So yeah. I guess I should tackle the big Canada Day 4th of July thing. So I just want to tell you, they're based off the same thing. 4th of July is, you know, is the Americans' Independence Day when they became independent from the British Empire. And so Canada Day is the kind of the same thing. In like 1868 or something, that's when we kind of we declared our independence from the British Empire. We were still a part of it, but we were more independent. And then a couple of, like, was it 1983? Oh, it was some really long time ago where we got our full independence, and we were known as the nation Canada. So it's called Canada's birthday. It's just 145 years tomorrow. And so I know people compare it but the thing is though, it's not the same thing. They're both like the days that they became independent, but it's like a birthday. Like if it's Tori's birthday, are you gonna call Sally's birthday, it's like the same thing as Tori's birthday? Well, it's not. It's your birthday. It's yours. So I know there was a fanfic that wrote, it's like the July 1st is the Canadian version of 4th of July. We wouldn't say Sally's birthday is like Sally's version of Tori's birthday. No. I don't know. They're based off the same thing, but they are each individual to each own countries. Because I don't really like it when Canada is like linked so heavily to the USA. Like, we are different, we are unique. So yeah, I guess that's all I wanted to say. Say goodbye, Luna. She just wants my food. My food, stop it.